Assalamu alaikum. I'm Amina Haider, lecturer, Institute of Business Studies. I'm here with the screencast of Marketing Management course. This is lecture number 13. The topic that we are going to discuss today is market positioning. These are the topics that we are going to discuss in our today's session. That includes marketing positioning, developing a better positioning strategy, error in positioning, and in the end we are going to summarize our topics. Market positioning. Market positioning involves arranging for a product to occupy a distinct, clear and desirable place relative to competing products in the minds of target consumers. In marketing perspective, positioning refers to consumer perception of a brand or product in relation to competing brands. It's actually the process of establishing the image or identity of a brand or product so that consumer perceive it in a certain way. For example, a car maker may position itself as luxury status symbol, whereas a battery maker may position its battery as the most reliable and long lasting. Similarly, a fast food restaurant chain may position itself as a provider of quick, standardized meals. A coffee company may position itself as source of premium, upscale coffee beverages. Then a retailer might position itself as a place to buy household necessities at low price. A computer company may position itself as offering innovative, user-friendly technology products. So positioning is how you make your product perceive, how you create a better image in the minds of the consumer. How do you want the consumer to perceive your business and your products? Developing positioning strategy. To develop a better positioning strategy for a business, they need to focus on certain factors. That includes the attribute positioning, the benefit positioning, use or application positioning, user positioning, competitor positioning, value positioning. We will discuss all these features one by one. So we start with attribute positioning. A company positions itself on the basis of an attribute which creates their separate identity, such as size, number of years, etc. For example, Disneyland positioned themselves as the largest man-made park in the world. Similarly, like Dove soap, if we take the example of Dove soap, it is positioned in the minds of consumer as a very moisturized soap. The second is benefit positioning. Business may position itself as a leader in a certain benefit which they provide to their customer. For example, McDonald's positioned as a family restaurant. Honda, they have positioned themselves as very economic and very reliable company. The third feature is positioning on the basis of use or application. Positioning can be done on the basis of use or application of the product. Business position their product as best for some use like cafe coffee they position itself for discussion and meeting point. Nestle Maggi noodle positioned as a snack item between meals, fast to cook, good to eat. When a firm user positioning, when a firm position itself and its product as best suited for a particular user class, that is user positioning. For example, Johnson and Johnson have positioned themselves as as the product can be used for children and for babies. The next is competitor positioning. In this category, business claim to be better in some product or services than a well-known competitor. For example, if we compare Thumbs Up against Pepsi, so that would create a competitor positioning. For example, another example is that Brook Bond Taj Mahal tea that is endorsed by Zakir Hussain, which is a famous tabla nawaz, and his value proposition in that advertisement is if you find a better tea than Taj Mahal, then Zakir Hussain will stop playing tabla. So you directly or indirectly refer to your competitor. So such type of positioning is called competitor positioning. The next feature is of value positioning. This strategy focuses on company positioning as offering the best product at lower price, or we can say best valued product. For example, McDonald's burger at just rupees 25. So in this way you create a lower price, you give better product at lower price, and that's how you position your products. So these were some of the features that we can use to develop a better positioning strategy. Errors in positioning. A brand is a perceptual entity and it exists in the perceptual world of customer. While drawing a positioning strategy, a brand may incur some positioning errors which will have an effect on the brand. There are some common errors of positioning which is committed by firms due to ineffective marketing programs. These errors are as follows: under positioning, over positioning, confused positioning, and doubtful positioning. We will discuss each of these types in detail now. Under positioning. This error occurs when marketers take little step for promotion of product, due to which buyers are very less aware about the brand and its product performance and popularity. This error is done by those companies either they do not have capacity to promote their product or they do not have marketing caliber of performing such roles. Under positioning is disadvantageous to a brand or product because marketers do not position it strongly enough. They do not associate the brand with a clear benefit or competitive edge so that consumers know exactly what sets it apart from competitor. For example, the flip video camera was discontinued because they did not establish a good positioning strategy against mobile video cameras that were easier to use. The next error comes because of over positioning. Over positioning refers to the error when firm position itself for some specific group But due to over positioning, that particular group believe that it is not for their class, it is for some higher class customer group. This is the state where the buyers attaches a very narrow image for the brand. They have perception about a particular brand due to lack of information of pre-decided notion. For example, buyers think that Apple only comes out with expensive products, whereas Apple has a range of products at different prices. The next is confused positioning. Sometimes buyers may have confused image of the brand. This may occur as a result of frequent changes in the positioning statement. It happens when marketers either change their position to offer or has a benefit that contradict each other that an audience become confused of what the product actually offers. For example, we take the example of Lipton tea, which has repositioned itself time and again, and now the consumer are actually confused of what the product actually provides. So sometimes a brand will create too many association with the product, or will reposition the brand very frequently. This results in confusing the potential buyers about the goods and hampers the positioning schemes. The other one is doubtful positioning. There are situations where the buyer find it extremely difficult to believe the claims made by the brand given the price, product feature, or the manufacturer. This means the positioning strategy has not been effective in convincing the potential buyer about the goods or products. Solving the positioning problem enables the company to solve the marketing problem, thus seizing the high quality position requires the firm to produce quality products, charge a high price, distribute through high class dealers, advertise in high quality magazines. Now let's see the definition of all four types of errors in positioning that we just discussed. Under positioning, here the customer have a blur and unclear idea of the brand. Over positioning is when the customer have too limited awareness of the brand. Confused positioning, the customer have confused opinion of the brand. A doubtful positioning, here the customer do not accept the claims of the brand. So summarizing today's lecture, according to the basic principle of marketing, products and services are created to solve customer problems, to satisfy needs and wants, and they need to provide certain types of benefit. Thus, for effective positioning, product must promise the benefit the customer will receive, create the expectation, and it offer a solution to customer problem. If at all possible, the solution should be different from and better than that of the competitor solution set, especially if the competitors are already offering a similar solution. This is the book, the marketing management book by Philip Cotter, that you can use as a reference to prepare the market positioning topic. That's it for today. Thank you.